How do you get yourself to do hard things? I'm Andrew, I'm the flannel philosopher, and I want to talk about doing hard things. I have a situation coming up in which I have a meeting that I have to go to that I am not particularly looking forward to it. It's in an environment that I don't like, it's with a person that I don't care for. It's just not a situation where I am truly really excited about this. And so on top of that, the meeting is not local, I have to travel to go to this meeting. And so one of the ways that I think about handling hard things is, well, I want to surround that event that I don't like with other things that I enjoy doing, or maybe I would enjoy the challenge of doing. And so one of the ways I am attacking this particular challenge upcoming is I have to travel to South Carolina from New England. And as I was looking at this and thinking about this, I was like, well, I certainly could fly, I could certainly drive, or I could ride my motorcycle and I could travel the distance. And then so you get wondering, how long is the ride? Well, turns out from here to South Carolina is about 1,050 miles, which brings back this odd hankering I've had to participate in the Iron Butt Challenge. It's riding your motorcycle 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours. I have one friend that I know that has done that, and most everyone else I talk to thinks it's absolutely insane. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that it's the same degree or same strain of insanity that causes people to run marathons. The first guy that did it died, and then everyone else is like, hey, this is a great idea, let's do this. So admittedly, I know it's insane, but it's not the only group of people doing insane. And so part of my initial motivation is it's sort of been this like hankering in the back of my mind, and I've got this unpleasant meeting, and I was like, well, it's about 1,050 miles down there. I could ride my motorcycle in 24 hours to do that. So how do I think about doing hard things? Well, sometimes it's surrounding them with other hard things. And as I've been thinking about this, well, what motivates me? Why is it really interesting to ride 1,000 miles in 24 hours? Most of the people I talk to think that's a terrible idea. Even people who love riding motorcycles think it's a terrible idea. In fact, I talked to a bunch of my friends that I ride with quite frequently, and very few of them had any interest at all, apart from the logistics of it. So what is it that makes me think riding 1,000 miles in 24 hours is something of interest? It's something I've been trying to ask myself. It's something that's been intriguing to me. Why, if I'm trying to do one hard thing, do I stack other hard things on top of that? That in its own right is a challenge. And part of it, maybe, I think, is the desire to take attention off that. So as far as, there's not much I can do about this one meeting that I have to go to that I'm not looking forward to. And so it can kind of just live rent-free in my mind and bother me and distract me and annoy me and frustrate me. And instead, with this other challenge that I kind of put sequentially against that, I have had to put most of my energy and focus that I've had to think about this trip actually towards accomplishing that part of the trip, much more than the unpleasant meeting that I'm ending up going to. So I think that's part of it, is that it's a distraction. I think part of it also is that I want to see like the reserves that I have, the toughness that I have. Like, life requires us to do a lot of hard things. So why do we choose hard things on top of that? Well, I think for me, part of facing this is because most people don't want to do it. So that inherently means that there's a challenge that if I can accomplish this, I'm in a category of things that most people wouldn't do. Now, I know there's probably thousands of people who've done the Iron Butt Challenge. This is not like a 500 mile like run through the Sahara Desert. But it does put you in a category of things that most people think is insane, and there's a particular maybe joy or interest to that. And so that is definitely part of my thinking as I'm heading down to this, is like, okay, I want to be able to accomplish things that maybe most wouldn't want to accomplish. And so in order to do that, you have to be able to do things that most people wouldn't be able to do. I think maybe there's also a piece where there's an intrigue towards getting your physical body, your mind, pushing through difficulty and the challenge that requires. And many people do this on a regular, maybe daily basis. You go to the gym. I mean, very few people wake up in the morning and they're excited about that, but you go work out, you go to the gym, you go to your job, that might be a very physical job. And so you're constantly pushing through that difficulty. Maybe this is in a larger sense, pushing through the physical challenges, pushing through the boredom, pushing through the strain, pushing through even the desire occasionally to quit, to back off of the objective. And so I think that's part of my thinking going into this. Now, I have been telling people I am going to attempt this, and part of the reason for that is I can get pretty narrow in my thinking. I do have a family that I care deeply about, and so obviously if you push this to an extreme, there could be safety concerns that are not present with maybe some other pieces. And so part of the reason I'm saying trying, if the weather turns out to be 1,000 miles of thunderstorms, I'm probably not going to be taking that. I'll look for a better opportunity. I still look forward to doing it in the future, but I'm trying to give myself that little bit of like a safety out, not of a difficulty out, but of a safety out. But I'd be curious, how do you think about doing hard things? What motivates you? How do you push through that? What are the challenges that you face in having yourself do hard things? I'm going to record a bunch of more videos here about preparation, even some videos along with it. I think through the journey, kind of reflections after what I hope to accomplish through this. But in the meantime, I think it's good for us to think about how we do hard things.